Alright, I'm back. I didn't actually time myself, but hopefully that wasn't too much longer than 5 minutes. Alright, whatever. Let's get back into it, shall we? You doing alright there, Snaky Snake? Like I said, he's not much for words, but, you know, he's chilling. I don't know if he teared up during that scene, those last few scenes, with Yotsu and everything, but... I don't know what the hell he's thinking half the time. He just kind of sits there staring. Under the moonlight. Alize seems ready to bid farewell to Dawn. I think it's time we were going, don't you? We've done all we can here, and we have a lot to report. Yeah. But before we head back to the Rising Stones, let's call in at Ralger's Reach. We should be the ones to tell Lise about Xenos. After everything we went through together, we owe her that. True. Wait. Any last words from you guys? You gonna be alright? Doma owes you a great debt, my friend. Thanks to you, we have everything we need to prosper. You and Alize must promise to visit us again soon. And Alfino, too, may return from the Empire. Know that my thoughts go with him. However far his pilgrimage may take him, we have not seen the last of Gosetsu. Of that I am certain. Yeah. I think we'll see him again someday, soon. Someday. But until then, farewell, you two. You agree, my lady? Take care. Had to make a special mention to waifu Yuguri. Watch both ways for you cross. Or look both ways. Whatever. Oh man. What would someone without eyesight have to do? Shit. Much more dangerous. Have to listen both ways, I guess? They've been quiet since the treachery in the throne room, but the Kalyana are a problem we'll need to solve at some point. True. Hey, Elise, it's been a long time and I got a lot to report. Leon! What is it? You're back. Hmm? No, Alfina? It's good to see you, Lise. As for my headstrong brother, he's off on what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. Once in a lifetime, huh? It's a long story, but we have evidence that Xenos might still be alive. What? But that's... If this is a joke... Oh God, this had better be a joke. She's freaking out. I'm afraid not. I can confirm. Look, I know what I saw, alright? We all saw it. And here you are saying he's alive and well and living the high life back in Garlemald? I know how ludicrous this sounds. I'm still having difficulty believing it myself. But while I might doubt the word of an Imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Leon's. He saw the Crown Prince through the Echo, in a meeting that could only have taken place in the recent past. It was him. It was Xenos. Bandages around his throat and everything, because, you know... No, it must have been, I don't know, some kind of really convincing imposter. Xenos is dead. He had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. Aye, and someone went to the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? Thal's gilded balls. Whatever are you talking about? Who's this? Oh shit, it's our boy Thancred. Him and Yestola have been very absent throughout all of Stormblood, haven't they? They're like here and there, you know, but they've been their involvement has been very little. I gotta say. It's mostly been Lise, Alfino, and Alice. A little bit of Kryl too, but... Tancred, what brings you to the Reach? Alfino had me lending a hand at the Saltery, keep an eye on the rebuilding work and so on. Just until operations were up and running. And now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before wending my weary way back to headquarters. Excuse me? Forgive me if I misheard, but is there some suggestion that the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? If so, might I suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business? Ugh, as much as I hated the man, it doesn't feel right defiling his grave. But if it will put this rumor to rest, I suppose we have to. And when there are no curious eyes about, if we could manage it. Xenos is buried up at Bloodhow in the Locks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked, so as not to upset the locals. Then it shouldn't be too hard to find. Nago, you're in charge until I get back. Yeah. This is where they buried him? Most of the graves are grouped together, but they managed to find a lonely spot for Xenos, didn't they? Somehow. My money is on writhing snakes, possibly spiders. Let's prise it open and see what comes out. Yeah. This is it. Gods, he'd better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, but I had it scrubbed off and thought no more about it. So no one thought to check if the coffin was still occupied? Well, then we are presented with but one course of action. And we'd best be sure we are not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin? This is kind of creepy.
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Shit! Cue the lightning. Make it into a proper horror film.
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
Spy? Who the fuck is that guy? That smirk on his face. If there's no corpse, then are we to conclude the rumors are true? Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with a doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have been sent to dispose of the body in a bid to lend credence to the tale of Xenos' resurrection. Yeah, like that guy we just saw. Didn't we say we weren't supposed to be seen doing that too? Tancred, you're slipping, man. You're supposed to be a scout. A ninja. Eyes open and all that. You didn't see him. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alfino's theory of Ascian possession. Speaking from experience, I can tell you they have no qualms about taking a living post, let alone a dead one. They can do that? Take over a dead body, I mean? If they've done it before, I think I might have missed that. Yeah, I don't remember. You're saying an Ascian is walking around in Xenos' body? Seems a distinct possibility. Once I have put this grave back the way we found it, I shall pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here, and how certain we are that Xenos was properly dead. If he wasn't, that was some trick. He as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Raban needs to hear about this. If you hear anything else, send word to me at Rogger's Reach. I don't know why I'm surprised. With matters settling down in Doma, we were due another crisis. Shall we make for the Rising Stones then? It's past time we shared these developments with the others. Right. Like we were automatically teleported here. While I was waiting for you to arrive, I spoke with Urianger over Linkpro and gave him a full report. Yastola's on her way and should be here any... Ah. I think she's here. We got to talk to everyone else. We haven't been here in a while. Alize, Leon, it's good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? A lot of shit happened. Disturbing developments, indeed. Given all that we know, I too would conclude that an Ascian now inhabits Xenos' body. A doppelganger might fool the Crown Prince's subordinates, but Leon? Nay, Alfino had the right of it. Would that his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold, and the shadowy web of the Paragons, like as not. The Ascians, yeah. When it comes to making rash decisions, I'm hardly in a position to criticize, but... I'm worried. I just wish there were something I could do for him besides pray. As we all do, yeah. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace... Cannot suffer Acons to exist. Was I not clear on this point? More than clear. The icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead, and the rite beyond repeating. Everything proceeded according to plan, every party behaving exactly as required. My methods may seem extreme, but there is no cause for concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. Yeah, that's definitely not Xenos then. That sounds 100% like an Ascian. That's exactly what they would say. Well, if we remember Stormblood's post-credits scene... I think we know which Ascian it is, but... What are you doing fiddling with that thing? It's that guy, isn't it? I asked you a question, soldier. Run, dude! Oh shit! What are you? Have you lost your mind? I don't think he's one of us, bro. Guardian spy. Oh! And he's dead. Okay. Pretty strong one. Jesus Christ, dude. I have lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There upon the stage I stood, prepared to take my final blow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins? Embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. While the one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. His wording sounds very familiar. He was salvaging himself a ride. The hunt must go on. Only one person talked like that. Hold on. Gotta check in with everybody. We haven't been here in a long time. We gathered what scraps of intelligence we could. Myself from within Eorzea, and Alfino from his far eastern sources. But there's a limit to what a bloke can learn about the Empire from outside its borders. Still, I'd never think to invite myself aboard an Imperial bloody airship. It was impulsive. Reckless. You've got to admire the lad's style. Yeah, definitely. You needn't worry for my grandfather. If he should grow lonely and start to long for Homei's company, he will purchase passage on the next ship bound to the Far East. For the Far East. I couldn't stop him if I tried. Yeah, it's true. We're free to travel to the east now. Still not by airship because Garlemald is between here and there, but at least by boat. The Domans have as much claim to Revenant's toll as you and me. They're family. Thank the gods I made it back in time to see them off. I mean, will Ilsadar be alright without Homei? They're practically inseparable these days, and I don't think he has many other friends. That is kind of sad, right? Oh, see, they're trying to console him. He's probably sad he lost his best friend because he went back home to Doma. It is for the best. It is. It is their past and their future. Their home. And I could not be happier for them. Clemens? I hope Ilsadar can find someone to keep him company. With our missions, we can never linger very long. Sis? Ainer? I know I need to give Ilsadar my undivided attention, but these waves of brotherly love make my mind drift to naughty places. Focus, Ainer, focus! Well, good to know she hasn't changed. She's still simping over and fantasizing over having a fucking three-way with Cory Boulder and his brother over here. Oh, sure. The Team Master Alfino has placed himself squarely in the path of danger. As a fellow Scion, I shall render whatever aid I can to ensure his safe return. I'll call upon you when we need you, buddy. Elsher? Though he is but half the size of my courageous brother, 'twould seem Alfino's bravery looms twice as large. Even Hori might hesitate before embarking alone into the heart of the Empire. Yeah, exactly. Alfino's got some balls on him. Come a long way. But Ainer over there is more interested in you and Hori's. I'll leave y'all to it. She can't even focus on consoling, you know, Ilsadar over there. She's too focused still thinking about them doing stuff to her. Alfino will have need of all his wits if he is to survive his visit to Garlemald. We know precious little about life in the Imperial capital. It's true. Emissary of the Dawn. Final quest for this patch. With thoughts of Alfino's plight weighing heavy on her mind, Alize might welcome some company. Been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alfina. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and of your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on then. That table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. I'll take care of the tea. You can claim us a table. Sure. It is pronounced Tsukuyomi, correct? A figure from Far Eastern mythology, no doubt. Yeah, maybe we could look that up. Could be a real mythological thing. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. This is why I took a break. See? I fucking knew this was gonna happen. So it's already telling us we're probably gonna be sitting here for like an hour. Yes, I knew. I was like, the next video is not gonna be short just because there's only 2 quests left. So yeah, it's recommended you set aside sufficient time, yada yada. Imagine if I hadn't taken that break. Right now I'd be shooting myself in the foot. Alright. Let's sit down then. Usually when they put up that warning nowadays, it's because it's a very long sequence. But we'll see. Interesting. So this Tsukuyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susano, via the medium of a sacred relic. Yeah, Nasahi seemed to know all about it. That's right. They believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalogue of such relics. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. It didn't seem too different from Izael calling down Shiva, to be honest. Because it was an icon summoned onto herself to take, possession of her own body. A fine idea, and I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help to prevent further summoning in the region. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Hien will wish to welcome our resident expert on meteorology. That's very true. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? Yeah, Thancred. You're here just in time. It certainly looks that way. Come on, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Some rest and relaxation for once. You can just sit back and have an actual little sit-down that isn't all business. Well, actually, it kind of is, but still, it's relaxed, After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhouse gravekeepers. My bad. They all told much the same story. Once Lee and her officers had confirmed Xenos dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems little reason to doubt their testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Xenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamigan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that when the offending scrawl was removed, as per Lisa's instruction, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like that the corpse was already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with 2 possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Ascian has taken up residence within it. Yeah. Starting to seem more and more like it's the latter. If Asahi was as fervent as a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Ascian and proceed accordingly. That's something else I forgot to touch on, because we were busy dealing with grieving, Gosetsu's loss and Yotsuyu and her failed what could have been redemption arc. Which was tragic enough to consume my thoughts. Asahi, what he said to her when he was kicking her on the ground. I can just not sneeze. There. There we go. Okay. Like I was saying, when he was kicking her on the ground, he said he was like pissed off that Xenos had chosen her to rule over Doma, like acting as viceroy in his stead. He said because only he knows what Xenos could want because he loves him. The dude fell madly in love with Xenos after Xenos saved his life. I was like, holy shit. He became crazily, psychotically obsessed. Well, that was pretty much it. It's probably why I forgot to comment on it. It was just kind of a passing thing, but, you can see where his craziness came from. He was probably already a fucking psychopath before that, honestly. Like, we saw the way he had, like, complete apathy for his sister with the way his parents treated, you know, Yotsu, but... Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphino and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Keep him safe, Maxima. You're the only one we can count on for that now. Meanwhile, on the Imperial Hypersonic Assault Craft 75, assuming the L meant to be a number. Yeah, Maxima's one of the few, like, good Guardians, I guess. He was actually, like, not in... didn't even know what Asahi was planning and all that shit. He actually meant to be a diplomatic, you know... He didn't know about all that shit. Dude seems sincere. Again, let's hope there's more like him at Garlemald, right? And Poppy Laris. Master Alphino, we are making good speed towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, 'tis just... I can see naught from my cabin, and was curious to know the land over which we flew. Ah, I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Othard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but moms upon moms of lifeless earth. Why is that? I have read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of ether. Really? Aye, it is believed that a succession of Akon summonings was responsible. Oh, shit. When Emperor Solus first came to Othard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of the devastation. Did he? So him and Gaius had a lot in common. He just stood back and went, such devastation! He declared Icons a threat to our very star's existence and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. What the hell just happened? Report! We're under attack, sir! Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech? But who? Friendly fire? Oh! All cannons return fire! Damage report! The main reactor's been hit! Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir! Damn it! They knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact! Holy shit! Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We have landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye. Damn, he took a heavy hit. Sure. Now that's how you don't spoil something without making it awkward, too. In the coming battle, you will fight as Alphino. Keep as still as you can. Master Alphino, might I ask you to search for survivors? I will see to our injured helmsman. Sure. Holy crap, is this what he was talking about? Anything broken? My leg. It's caught. Heard a voice over here. Moonstone Carbuncle. How appropriate. That's pretty big, too. Alphino's definitely upgraded his, What is this? Never seen this before. What the fuck? Oh, shit. Well, this wasn't a thing before, the last time I was here. Also, yeah. For the first time ever, we get to play as someone else besides ourselves. I like what it says up there. Roleplay. Alfino. That's interesting. Okay, what the hell can I do? Ruin 3. Alright. Staller type moves, yeah. What does this one do? High shackle? Bind? Oh. Damages while binding. Makes sense. Use physique. Or physic, I think. I don't know. Revive the wounded soldier. In event. My thanks. I don't think I would have made it. No problem, buddy. Yes, you very likely saved his life. The question of who would try to take it from me, however. Put these last few out of their misery. The prince wishes none left alive. The prince? The betrayal! They've not come to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons! Shit! Get him, Carbuncle! This crisis is all I can do. Full? Shit. I think it's safe to say Alfino's definitely gone in way over his head now. Confound it! Not here. Not like this! Not like this. What? Who in the Emperor's name? That's what I was gonna say. Who the fuck is this? Enemies of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alfino. Let us finish this then. Alright then, let's do this. Oh shit! It's that intense boss music. Let's fucking go! God, I love the Stormblood boss music. Menacing mercenary. Those are some familiar attacks. Reminds me of Fordola. And a certain somebody else. By the Emperor, that man is a fiend! Cross formation! Just deploy restraints! Bah! A child's trick. Oh shit. This is not doing enough damage. Focus on one at a time, I guess, but... If I just spam Limit Break? I mean, there's nothing saying I shouldn't. I'll do it on the next one. Oh! Never mind. That was enough. My thanks, boy! I interrupted it myself by moving. No, no, no! I was gonna... Alright, fine. You can kill that one. Hold? There. Good to know everyone else can use limit breaks on their own. They don't need a full party of 4 or 8. So who's our savior over here? My thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. You kicked some ass, too. Well, well. I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a Scion. You know of me, sir? Garlean, too. I have some small history with your order. Really? But I would speak of the present. Know you your assailants, and the severity of your predicament? The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. And I could venture a guess as to their motive. But you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking, and as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Ascian mask! The face of our prey. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed. We accept your gracious offer, Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. Come. It's a luxurious looking gunblade. It's not just any old that they give some regular soldier. Holy shit. Quite a seasoned Ascian hunter, isn't he? But that's not an Ascian mask. Not that last one they showed. Hauntingly familiar. Oh, this is intolerable. But as much as I wish it were otherwise, there is nothing we can do for Alfino now but pray for his success. Well, that is not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. But I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alize, but the provinces are hostile territory, and stealth is is all important. It is safer that I go alone. Excuse me. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. We should leave this to Thancred. Not you too. Sorry, Alize, but it's for the best. I understand your frustration, Alize, but Leon has the right of it. We must defer to Thancred's expertise in this matter. Fine. Just promise you'll be careful. Mm-hmm. Alize and her brother bicker as all siblings do, but she worries for him nonetheless. It would be a kindness if you were to visit from time to time and distract her from her cares. I'll keep that in mind. Well, I'd best put on my skulking boots. There will be no room for mistakes once I've crossed the border from Alamigo. True. Well, just stay safe over there, man. We don't want to lose you too. And then we'll have two people that we're constantly worried about. It seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all. But I will stay behind, as I've been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happens to involve a silver tongue and soft souls. I promise to send word the moment I learn aught of consequence. Well, you and me both, Thancred. Because I'm a ninja too. The word part, though? Yeah, that's more you. See that you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldernon vessel to bear me thither. I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area, Leon. With any luck, I'll have a painfully detailed report from Alfino to share. Right on. Alright, then I guess this is where we all part ways for now. Until we next have news of Alfino, we just go on about our merry way in our own direction. For now. See you guys later. You have learned the emote Ponder. And you have completed the quest Stormblood Part 3. So that's it for New Game Plus mode here. That, as they say, is that. Well, there you have it, folks. I was expecting some kind of... They had no more left for us, but I was expecting some kind of, like, post-scene. Because, you know, they always tend to leave some little cliffhanger after you finish turning in the last quest. But I guess the cliffhanger was in that scene in quest battle that we already did just now, so that's it. That officially marks, basically, just like with Heaven's Word, the quote-unquote true ending of Stormblood, I suppose one might call it. That's it for, basically the aftermath of what happened in the main patch or expansion content, whatever you want to call it. Everybody kind of uses slightly different wording for all this stuff. So from this point on, in terms of main scenario quests, we'll begin the prelude to the next expansion. That will be 4.4, 4.5, and 4.56. But until we get word from, you know, what happened with Alfino, there's not much we can do. So until then, we gotta go tie up some loose ends, and that includes, you know, helping Tataru and Soroban with that little business venture they told us about, so we can settle our debts, so Alfino can settle his debt to Tataru, basically, for buying back Gosetsu's blade, if you guys remember that, from not too long ago. So that's what we'll be doing next, and after that, we'll just twiddle our thumbs until we get news from Alfino, like I said. But that'll be for next time, because I've already streamed longer than I intended to today, but that's always how it goes with these games. Well, with this game in particular, the stories, you know, cutscenes for days, and they hardly give you any moments of rest, meaning appropriate points where you can take a break and not feel like antsy about what's going to happen next. Oh, even when the patch is over, like this, you're just kind of like, you know, the cliffhanger, you're left wanting more. That's the whole point, though, you know, it's just like a TV show or a movie with sequel bait at the end. But this is mostly like a TV show, because, you know, every few months you get a little bit of MSQ. Keeps you, stringing you along, you know. It's like waiting for the next season of a TV show. I said that a long time ago, actually. So yeah, it's kind of like that, honestly. It's good, though. It's good. So yeah, that's all for now. So, as always, and until next time, thank you all very much for coming to watch. Aiden Lorcan, thank you for being here and supporting me while I record this video. And for all of you watching in the future on YouTube or Twitch, thank you very much for the support. And let's see, let me get this ready over here. Ponder? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, so, and as always, please take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe out there. And until next time, please have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. Take it easy, everyone. There you go.